Morning, everybody. This is Jansen. Today is December 12th, 2018. It is Wednesday. Yes, it is Hump Day. And we are just passing into Macon County, Missouri. Hope everybody's having a great day today. It is Wednesday morning motivation. Current time on deck is, I have no clue. It's 7:17 right now, a.m. 07:17. Anyway, what is your goals for today? What are you going to do to make somebody's life better today? What are you going to do to make your own life better? Now, let's get off to the start of jobs and job reviews on how to get a good job. Go right into it. Tell you exactly what you got to do when you go find a great job. First off, after you get done studying a job, it's better to have a resume than an application. If you don't know how to write a resume, go to your local college or go over to like the library or something and ask for help on writing a really good resume. Once you have your resume written, always keep an extra resume on a hard drive somewhere so you constantly update your resume if you're looking for a great job. If you're looking for a better sale, always remember this. The key is in the follow-up. Every day I get phone calls from people on other teams. I get calls all over the place flat out asking me, Jeff, what do you do? Well, here's just it. There's two key things. First off, quit asking me so many questions. Just go do it. Because there's no secret pill to sales. There's no secret pill to getting a job. There is one little secret I can tell you. Hard work, determination, go out and be a rhino. One day you guys are going to understand that, whoever reads the books and stuff I talk about. You know, watch out for Swift drivers. You never know if they run you off the road or not. Just kidding. Swift's a good company. Anyway, you want to go out there and have confidence in yourself and confidence in the things that you do. Okay? Now, a lot of people throughout the world, they always ask me, you know, how do you keep your motivation high? How do you keep going? You know, how do you go and talk to that next person? Well, look at it like this. You want to be talking to them in the first place, right? So it doesn't matter what they think of you. Believe it or not, 90% of it is you thinking they're developing an opinion of you. And believe it or not, whether you think it or not, you'll probably never see this person again, ever. So if they say no, you never have to worry about it. If they say yes, now you're starting a great relationship. If they say not at this time, that means they want you to come and follow up with them, whether it's for a job, whether it's for a application service, whether it's for a sale. Okay, it's like anything else in life. If you don't do it, you're guaranteed 100% of the time to get nothing. If you do go out and do it, yeah, you got a 50-50 chance, but guess what? Every day you wake up, you have a 50-50 chance of your heart not starting, of somebody. Quit worrying about the small things in life. When people call me up, I understand they're asking me for advice and suggestions, and I love to give it. Trust me, anybody who knows me knows I love to help as many people as possible. But the biggest thing I can tell them is this. Go out and quit looking for the magic pill and just do it. Okay? God loves you. I love you. You matter. Have faith and confidence in yourself. Look yourself in the mirror. Look in a mirror and tell yourself, look, I can do this. Tell it to yourself over and over again until you stop laughing in the mirror at yourself, to where you take yourself seriously, and go out and adapt and overcome. Trust me, I have that same issue when I'm not paying attention to what's going on. I basically fall in that same trap. Can I do this? Can I do it today? What do I got to do next? How am I going to do it? When am I going to do it? How am I going to do it? What? Who cares? Just go do it. There's a guy by the name of Art. Go on to YouTube and look up Art, and look up Art, and then put in there, just do it. You need to listen to that. Listen to the last 5 minutes of it. Hey, Art, watch me go. Okay, just do it. Hey, Art, what if my boss says no? Go and do it anyway. Hey, Art. And he keeps going over saying it doesn't matter what people say, think, or do. What matters is that you go and do it, okay? You can live in a bubble your whole life, live in a square, never get on the outside, or you can start taking life by the horns and go out there and get it done. It doesn't matter what you got to do in life. You just got to go get it done. When everybody's like, what the heck is he talking about? Motivation. I'm talking about being more today than who you were yesterday. How do you do that? How do you get your motivational levels up? How do you become something more when taxes are higher, when the politics are getting bad, when almost everybody looks, you know what? Turn off the dang news. It's all BS anyway. I'm just telling you right now, turn it off. They're not telling you the truth. Nobody is. Why? Because they want you to side with them on everything that goes on. And I just passed 4 of my truck drivers that I help all the time. I told them to quit parking on the off-ramps. I'm not going to tell which company they are. I'm going to get on their case later. Just go out there every day. Have fun with what you do. Enjoy the people you're around. Tell your kids before they go to school that you love them. Give them a big hugging kiss, okay? Quit looking at statistics because they're fudged and they're forged. Believe it or not, nobody has the real statistics because nobody wants to be honest about anything because everybody's so afraid that they're stepping on somebody else's toes. You know what you got to worry about? Worry about you and what you're doing today and how to make somebody else's life better. Worry about those truck drivers on the road that are hauling America's goods across the country. Worry about, those business owners out there that are hiring right now, that they continue to hire, especially for Christmas time and everything else. Worry about the wait staff that's going to help you today and tomorrow, Worry about that insurance salesman that you make sure you get yourself protected with insurance, or that you get health and life or dental, whatever it takes. Worry about the school teachers that are teaching your kids, that they're teaching them the correct way, that they're compassionate, they're kind, they're loving. I can still tell you every one of my school teachers. Believe it or not, I really can. I have Mrs. Yock in kindergarten, Mrs. Dolan in first grade, Mrs. Mays in second grade, Mrs. Endenbrock in third grade, Miss Hess in fourth grade, Mrs. Lakowski in fifth grade, followed by another fifth grade when I got held back, and when I had Mr. Kessel, the first male teacher I ever had, with Miss Simons as our math teacher. Then I had my sixth grade teacher, Mrs. Harborn. Okay? Yes, I can go over to my junior high and my senior high teachers with you. Was I a good student? Heck no, I wasn't. In fact, it wasn't until years later I realized how much I needed them. I'll end with the same story I tell all the time. I didn't think I needed anything. I didn't think I needed motivation. I didn't think I needed Spanish. I had a teacher by the name of Miss Whitler. You guys want to hear a funny story? This is my funny story. Then I'm going to get going for today. Nicest lady in the entire world. Swear up and down. Miss Whitler, greatest lady. If you ever get a chance to see the Spanish teacher from senior high in Quincy, Illinois, her name is Miss Whitler. Senior year of high school. I'm in Spanish class. I think Paula Shelley and a couple others were in there with me. I actually told the teacher, look, I'm from Quincy, Illinois. I'm never going to need Spanish. Now, me, of all people, should have thought, because I had a little boy by the name of Juan in one of my in one of my swimming classes who didn't speak a lick of English. But here I am telling my Spanish teacher, because I was tired, I was burnt out of school. I flat out said, look, I don't need Spanish. I don't know why. I'm from a blue-collar town. I'm not, I'm never going to need it. And she, I got up in the middle of the class. She goes, okay, if you can pass this stuff, I'll go ahead and pass you. You're right. Most people, they're not going to do anything anyway. They're going to go on with their lives. They're never going to need this. Great. All right. What happens? A couple months later, I graduate. I join the United States Marine Corps. I get hauled off to boot camp, which is in San Diego, California. In my boot camp, we had a mixture of every color, race, creed, culture, religion you can imagine. Okay, so I graduate from my boot camp. I go up to SOI in Camp Pendleton. Guess what? Majority of us had some kind of a Hispanic background. I was like, okay, that's kind of crazy, but I'm going to be in California. Nope. Got back from California. Guess what? We got sent over to the East Coast. We're thinking, okay, I'm doing pretty good now. Nope, they sent us down to Central and South America. Guess what they speak in Central and South America? They speak Espanol. They speak Spanish. Guess what? After that, we come back, get on air alert. Where do we go? We go to Spain. Okay, so the guy that never needed Spanish, now most of my brothers in the United States Marine Corps are some kind of Latino heritage behind their background, and they're my brothers, and I love them to death. Never, ever take your teachers for granted. Because guess what? The one person, you being that one person that thinks you know better than your teachers, you'll be that one person that needs exactly what they're teaching. Now, I had another Spanish teacher because I struggled in her class. Not because of her, she was a great teacher, but because of me. And Mrs. Smith did a great job when I was in junior high. It helped me get Juan learning him how to swim. But guess what? Nowadays, I still, I can speak a little Spanish here and there, but I needed it. Now, why is this story important? Because when you go out there thinking you don't need something, thinking that something not ever going to matter to you, it is. Every day in life, you got to learn something new. You got to be a little bit more. You got to do a little bit better. You got to be a little bit more than who you were yesterday. If you got to learn a different language, learn a different language. If you got to learn a different culture, learn a different culture. You got to learn math. My dad taught me every day of my life, math is something you're going to need, whether you think you need it or not. Is the one thing you need to study more than almost everything else. He's right. We need math in everything of our lives and everything we do. Now, going back to the motivational part. Whether or not you're going for a job, whether or not you're going for a business, whether or not you're going for a sale, or you're going for some new truck driving position, or whether or not you're going to go work in a factory, you're becoming a lawyer, or you're becoming a congressman, it doesn't matter. You need to improve your life every day. You need to go out there and you need to start reading 11 good pages of a good book. Look, this stuff I'm telling you is gold. I spent a lot of money over the years reading books, going to different classes, learning motivation, learning, what the successful people. I study people that have failed so many times and make your head spin. But this is the key to what I'm trying to tell you. It's free. I'm giving you this free advice. When you get up in the morning, count down backwards from 10 all the way down to 1. In that 10-minute time frame, you need to get up between 10 and 1 when you're counting down. So 10, 9, 8, 7. Why? Because your brain's going to kick in that's going to tell you not to get up. Once you get up, you need to do something crazy. I don't care what it takes, but you gotta snap out of that funk. You gotta do it. Throw water on your face, get up, get a little food in you, okay, brush your teeth, get your new clothes on, whatever you gotta do. Dress for success, put a collared shirt on. Alright, now that you're dressed for success, get out there. Instead of going out and filling out applications, go write a resume. It will help you. Read 11 good pages of a book. Go out and get those self-help books. You know what? They're going to help you. If you want, I'll start listing on my Facebook page the books that I'm reading. Okay? I just finished reading for like the third or fourth time, How to Be a Rhinoceros. I know that sounds like a corny book, but if you read it, it makes sense. Okay? Read something from Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Why? Because these books matter. They teach you how to be a better person. They teach you how to get along with people. If you think going out there complaining about the government every day, people are going to listen to you, they're not. They don't care. You know what they care about? They care about you making them feel better, and they're going to make you feel better in turn. Why? They're not used to somebody smiling at them. I think one of the funniest things is when you go up and you pull up to somebody on the road and you look over at them and you just smile, and sometimes you wave. And guess what? You'll get this like, who the heck are you doing? I don't care who they are. But you want to know something? I bet you somewhere down the road they smile. I bet you when I go out and tell somebody, hey, hope you're having a great day, you're looking great today, sometimes that could be the only compliment they're getting. When you go into a job interview, they could have had 10 really bad interviews, and when you go in there and you're extremely nice, kind, and polite, and showing you're willing to learn what the business is and has to offer, that may be the thing that gets you that job. Remember this every day. You matter. You are important. You make a difference. What you do today is going to echo through history. Be a mentor. Be a leader. Do not be somebody that follows without looking where you're going. Know what's going on every day in your life and execute a plan to make yourself better. Do I have leaders in my life? Yes, we all do. I got the Brian Crothers that I follow. I got the Rich Elements. I got the Chris Hughes. I got, I've got people in my life. I have my father that I look up to. And God rest his soul, one of the people that I wish I would have looked up to more that passed on is my Uncle Eddie. And they bury him today. And he's getting to go be with my Aunt Mary Ann. And if you think when I tell you to call somebody that you care about out of the blue, because there are people in my life I'm losing, and I wish I could do that same thing. But I don't have regrets. I don't want to wish later on I did something. Don't regret today. You matter. You're important. My name is Jeffrey Jansen. I hope and pray each and every one have a blessed day. God loves you. I love you. You matter. Let the sun shine on you. And always keep your eyes open. Keep motivated. Be positive. Be better today than you were yesterday. Have a good one, everybody. God bless. Talk to everybody soon.